The world has seen many heartbreaking stories of children disappearing without a trace. Among these chilling cases are names that echo in the halls of unsolved mysteries, capturing the attention of nations. One such story is that of Rui Pedro Teixeira Mendonça, a boy whose life vanished into an enigma that still haunts Portugal decades later. Alongside global cases like that of Madeleine McCann, Rui's disappearance remains a disturbing reminder of the fragility of childhood and the shadows that linger in the corridors of justice. Rui Pedro was a vibrant 12-year-old boy living in a close-knit community in Lausada, Portugal. Known for his bright smile and curious nature, Rui was loved dearly by his family. He thrived in a loving home where every day was filled with warmth and care. Rui's interests were simple yet precious. A fan of soccer, he could often be found playing with friends in his neighborhood or exploring the quiet streets where he felt safe. His family described him as gentle and playful, the kind of child whose presence brought light to everyone around him. Life seemed ordinary, peaceful, and promising. Everything changed on a chilly evening, March 4, 1998. Rui left his home as usual, heading out to play with friends nearby. It was a typical afternoon, the kind that blended effortlessly into evening. But as darkness settled, Rui did not return. Witnesses reported seeing him talking to a family acquaintance, a man known to the community and to the family. This detail marked the first clue in what would become an unnerving investigation. That night, Rui Pedro vanished, swallowed by a quiet town, suddenly filled with a profound and terrifying silence. The days that followed revealed a disturbing picture of how the investigation was handled. Authorities delayed key actions, ignored certain witness statements, and seemed ill-prepared for the urgency of a missing child case. Rui's family faced anguish compounded by frustration at an investigation marred by oversight and negligence. Their attempts to find answers were met with bureaucratic walls and unanswered questions. The Portuguese state would later face legal challenges for its mishandling of the case, a bitter reminder of how institutional failures can deepen personal tragedies. As the investigation unfolded, focus shifted toward a man named Alfonso Dias, a family friend whose role became increasingly suspicious. Witnesses provided testimonies that painted Alfonso in a troubling light, inconsistent stories, unexplained whereabouts, and a behavior that raised red flags. The community began to question his intentions, and the police grew more interested. Despite these suspicions, conclusive evidence remained elusive. Alfonso's presence cast a dark shadow over the case, symbolizing the uncertain line between suspicion and proof. The media soon caught wind of this gripping mystery. National newspapers and television channels extensively covered the disappearance, stirring public outrage and empathy. Rui Pedro's story transcended borders, sparking debates around child safety and law enforcement accountability. The narrative of a young boy lost, his family's desperation broadcast into millions of homes, created a collective call for justice. News outlets relentlessly pursued updates, keeping the case alive in the public eye even as official leads dwindled. Legal battles soon became another fierce battleground for Rui's family. They faced years of trials, appeals, and court hearings that exposed the flaws within the justice system. Alfonso Dias stood trial amid intense media scrutiny and public pressure, yet the judicial process was fraught with complexity and doubt. Despite the mounting suspicions, Alfonso was ultimately acquitted. This verdict struck a devastating blow to the family and their supporters, who had hoped for resolution. The acquittal left a lingering ache across Portugal, a country grappling with the absence of closure. 2 decades later, the pain remains palpable. Rui Pedro's family continues to live with the void left by his disappearance, a daily reminder of loss and unanswered questions. They have dedicated themselves to keeping his memory alive, organizing campaigns and engaging with media to ensure his story is not forgotten. Their resilience is a testament to the human spirit facing unimaginable hardship. The family's pursuit of truth echoes through the years, a persistent beacon amid the shadow of uncertainty. In poignant interviews, Rui's mother, Philomena, shares her heart-wrenching reflections. Her voice, thick with sorrow and hope, speaks of a mother's endless love and the torment of not knowing her son's fate. She describes the moments frozen in time, the nightmares that still haunt her, and the determination that drives her to fight for justice. Philomena embodies the countless parents whose lives are forever altered by disappearance, a living emblem of grief intertwined with hope. This story closes not with answers, but with profound questions. Rui Pedro Teixeira Mendonca's case remains unresolved, a haunting enigma that challenges the fabric of law enforcement and society's ability to protect its most vulnerable. It forces a reflection on the systems designed to safeguard children, the urgency required in investigations, and the enduring scars left on families. Rui's disappearance is a chilling reminder that sometimes, even with all the tools at hand, mystery prevails, and justice feels painfully out of reach. As we end this journey into the shadows, we are left grappling with the unanswered, honoring a boy who once lived among us, and remembering the family who still waits for the light in the darkness. May Rui's story continue to inspire vigilance, compassion, and unwavering pursuit of truth in the face of unimaginable loss.